Hey, welcome back. It's Justin here. So yeah, sorry it's been a minute, but time for another update. It's middle of spring in the Netherlands now. Really beautiful outside. It's been quite cool, quite a cool spring so far. But that's very good for the garden, the rhododendrons and so forth, staying in bloom for a long time, blooming really nicely. And here in the orchid house, yeah, still got a lot of paphs in bloom here. Nothing much has changed really, so that's why I haven't given an update for a while, but these ones all still going strong. And there's one newcomer here which is yet to open up, and that's this one, Paphiopedilum delineatii, the dark form, or the roseum vilnicolor, goes by all different names, but it's the darker one. And this one is looking very nice, which looks like it might have 3 flowers over at the same time, open at the same time. It's Kyrian Kramer, I think, is the name of this hybrid. But yeah, the real thing that I wanted to show you is a couple of new blooms that have opened up. This one, Cattleya hybrid here. This is Brassocattanthi Gyrac Finch. So I guess it's got Brassivola nodosa in it, and this one opens up purple and then fades to this creamy colour. And next to that we've got this lovely Cattleya hybrid, primary hybrid, Amber Queen, I think it's called. It's Luteola by Mossier, and really beautiful details in the lip there, and it is also fragrant, nice fragrance. But yeah, the showstopper is this Gongora. See if I can get to a good position to film it over here. So this is Gongora, which I've had since 2011, according to the tag, so 13 years of trying to grow this plant, and in the last 4 or 5 years I finally started to grow it quite well. And yeah, it's put out 3 spikes, each with around 25, well, I think this one's got 24 flowers on it. And the spike behind it, still to open up, has about the same number, and there's a 3rd spike which also has quite a few flowers on it. So this is by far the best that this plant has ever bloomed for me. It's really gone crazy this year. I love the shape of these Gongora flowers. I remember the first time I saw them, Gongoras, at a show many years ago, and I was just amazed because to me they look like flying dragons. That's what I see in them. And yeah, they come from South America. They're in the family with Stanhopea, so in the Stonehopinae. So they're quite closely related to Stanhopea, and they like a lot of moisture, especially in the growing months. And yeah, I guess, so like I said, I've had this plant for 13 years and struggled, I guess, to grow it for many years. And eventually I caught on from one of the other YouTube channels that he was, Hello Plant Lovers is the name of the channel, a guy from Melbourne, and he was growing his Gongoras outdoors, which I figured, well, if you can do that in Melbourne, where I come from, coincidentally, then you can also in the Netherlands, at least in the summer, you can put it outside. And that's what I started doing, and that seemed to be the trick, because since then this plant and my other Gongoras have started doing much better. I also started watering them with rainwater. I think that also helped. But yeah, this one is really developing into a beautiful plant now that the foliage is actually quite nice in its own right. I guess one of the disadvantages of growing outdoors is that they are very susceptible to getting eaten by slugs and snails. They love them. So that's part of part of the process of growing outdoors. I don't like putting lots of poisons and things down. I've sort of stopped doing that, so I just what I do, I just move the plant around. If I see that it's getting attacked, hang it up in the tree. That's generally a pretty good way of keeping the snails and slugs off. So yeah, very, very happy with this plant after so many years that it's really rewarding me with 3 big spikes. And these spikes are fragrant. It's quite a nice fragrant, kind of sweet and spicy type of fragrance, not too overpowering. What else can I say? Yeah, so the name of this Gongora species is Gongora catiligera. Hope you can. I'm holding it the right way. I'm holding it upside down. That doesn't make it very easy to read, does it? Catiligera from Ecuador many years ago, 2011. And yeah, the flowers on this one stay open not that long, especially indoors. Where it's warmer outdoors, they can stay open for about 3 weeks, but in the house probably be 7 to 10 days. So, and one of the really cool things about this is that those flowers all open up completely synchronized. So last night when I went to bed, it was closed. All of the buds were closed, and this morning when I got up, you've got 23 or 24 freshly opened flower buds. So that's a really cool effect, which I like about the Gongora. I've got a few more little things over here in bud or in bloom. So that's the orange baby Phalaenopsis, which has been going for quite some time now. And to the left of that is Bulbophyllum mastersianum. So I got this one recently from Schwerter, and it already bloomed on one little, I think they're called peduncles, aren't they? And there's another one there, you can see, which will open up shortly. The flowers don't last for that long, about a week I suppose. And next to that little Restrepo, yesterday it was in full bloom, but today they're already closing up. But yeah, they also don't last for very long. That's another one that goes into the garden in the summer months. And this Coleogene chloroptera here also coming into bloom. There's another plant which I've probably had for 10 years and starting to clump up finally. And yeah, I've got a few other things coming into bloom as well. So this is Dendrobium helix by Dr. Utai, a hybrid. And I've had this one for a few years, also from Schwerter. And if you look closely up the top here, it's got a spike on it. So that will be the first time blooming on that one for me. I was really wondering if it was ever going to bloom. So I've got a couple of other dendrobiums here as well. This is my Dendrobium spectabile, the famous big species from New Guinea in growth. No flowers yet though. And Cymbidium lowianum over here, taking an inordinately long time to open its blooms. So I've been waiting for months now. So I really just want it to open those blooms and do its thing so I can get it out into the garden and let it enjoy the summer out there.